Hello there, Sagittarius. This is Miss Joan, Miss Jones Tarot on the Hill. And yes, Lady J of Lady J's Tarot Reading. I am here to show you what I do when I'm not doing you. And ultimately, I'm in my Ren Fair space, and I am indeed on location outdoors. So there are animals that you hear sometimes, birds, cars and airplanes and things like that. So I will pause when those big noises come through and try and get us through to the end. Haha. I have the 3 cards for you from the overview video for the 24th through the 30th as we're getting ready to finish up the month of December. And we are talking about the crystal ally card that came up was water, talking about flow, staying in the flow, staying balanced is the overall message from spirit. But staying in the flow is also important with the water card. It can be a very intense situation with the water because water seeking its own level can also go very much down when that's what's going on, right? When there's a hole in the bucket, the water goes down. But we want you to, it speaks of emotions, so don't get lost in your emotions. I want you to stay around people. Pretty much is kind of what came up last week for sure. If you stay around people, you'll be in better stead. We have some interesting cards. This is the Alleyman's Tarot deck. It is very kooky and fabulous with 150 different artists playing in this compilation deck. So don't be alarmed. I am going to lay them out now and we'll get more information to clarify this reading. Will be interesting to see how it all comes out. So let's look at where we are. We have the card of sacrifice, and she is also standing in the water, right? But she's gaining so much. There's this beautiful rainbow, and the clouds are all shaped like flowers. It's a really beautiful card. So it speaks to me that in you're doing some giving or sacrificing something, you're going to gain so much more, whether it's you sacrificing a sleeping bag from your garage so that people can stay with you or whatever. The gains you'll get from the sacrifice are going to be far outweigh the cost. Okay, so whatever's going on this particular week for you, Sagittarius, will include some version of sacrifice with a beautiful silver lining. Okay, I'm excited for that for you. I hope that it works out that way for you. We also have this wounded man, who is a very interesting card. It speaks a lot about some part of what's going on here. As I'm looking at sacrifice and the wounded man together, it could be a personal sacrifice. It might be time that you're sacrificing. It could be some other version, a personal sacrifice. I mean, for some, you might be giving an organ, right? It's a big deal, whatever this is. It's a personal choice that will require personal healing in the aftermath, okay? So you'll gain for sure, and it'll be a silver lining that you get, but you will need to take time after you do this sacrifice to take care of yourself and do self-care, all right? That's where that comes from. And of course, we have this 9 of Pins. It's so interesting. So this 9 of Pins has a very old-timey look to it. And it's telling me that there's like something very pleasant coming your way in the situation. There will be a gathering of sorts, which is what this card speaks to, is a gathering of people. Whenever you're doing something, there will be joy and gaiety. The old-timey words to go with the old-timey card. But yeah, there will be, I feel like game night or some sort of fun thing is happening that will help you along with your personal healing after all the sacrifice. Excellent. Good job. We are the 24th through the 30th, so Christmas is at hand. All right, for those of you keeping track, yes. The universe card here is in the blocked department. So being the center of that is not going to be your gig. Okay, you are not the center of the universe. You are on the outskirts. You will be part of the little stars and planets that circumnavigate the big center of the Big Bang there. So don't be alarmed. It's actually better to be on the outside of that situation. It's a lot. Okay. Two of Cups is also blocked, so don't be alarmed that your relationships aren't really your personal love life is on the back burner currently. So don't be mad. Just know that it's not not a big deal right now. Okay? And the Publishing Goblin has shown up one more time for you to say that taking the time out right now to do anything for you isn't really happening. You're in the middle of sacrifice, so of course you're not going to be able to use this. This is a very magician-y card where you're taking all your tools and taking care of you. That's not happening. Not right now. You're in sacrifice mode. So that makes perfect sense to me. You're blocked from taking care of you, doing a lot of journaling or taking care of any self-care. There, it's not happening, okay? So just kind of let that be okay, and you're on your way that way. Because your solution is to embrace your power as this peripheral human who's doing the sacrifice, and you're embracing your power in that moment. So I really like that very much. This is good. Yeah, you're sacrificing part of you. You'll need recovery time. That's okay. The 8 of Bits is here to say that, yeah, 8 of Bits. The power card is an 8, so that's fun. That's an 8. This card is an 8. And the 8 of Bits is here to say that there's all kinds of 8-ness happening. I say 8-ness like you know what I'm talking about. 8-ness is all about abundance. Things are coming to you that you need and you want and that are going to be beneficial. Okay, so keep your mind open to the possibilities of where this abundance might come from and ways and means that you might get things coming your way from maybe some remote stuff. Things that you need. Maybe what you do for a living you can do remotely. Maybe you can make money from far away, and that would be fun. So look into what's possible in that arena. Learn some more online stuff so you can do stuff from other places, right? And this card is the Battle. It has this wolf looking down into the water with a bunny rabbit. Interesting. The Battle is represented by water and Cancer, which Cancer is, of course, a water sign, but we have water over here, right here. Yeah, that's super cool, right? So you are one more time being offered this opportunity to it's so interesting because we have this other card that has half and half thing going on. We have Man and Beast creating power. We have Beast and Beast being one stronger than the other, and yet the bunny is alive and the wolf has a sword in his eye, a dagger in his eye, right? So there's a lot to be said for who's winning the battle here. The dog you feed, right? So I can tell you right now that more often than not, you'll find a bunny rabbit being representing fear in most situations, but this bunny is staring that guy down. He is like so intent and so serious in this moment that he is not afraid at all. He is facing that guy. He's going to do what he do, and he's going to be fine. Okay? So that little bunny who thinks he's weaker, who knows he's technically weaker, is going to come out dominant and winning. All right? So I like that very much. He's a very strong rabbit. And that guy, that wolf is not doing okay. All right? He's not winning that battle. All right? So it has a lot to do with the water. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and add a few cards here. We'll clarify a few things. These are pre-programmed for you, so I don't need to utter the blessing. Let's talk about a couple of these cards. Let's get the Wounded Man a little clearer for Sagittarius. We are going to clarify Publishing Goblin. And we'll go ahead and clarify the Eight of Bits and the Battle. All right, so let's look. Sacrifice. The Wounded Man, taking time off, taking time out for yourself to heal yourself in the moment, but also leading. Maybe you're going to have to lead everybody to the couch to have everybody calm down and relax. Or is it you're leading them to game night, right? Leading them to go play games and relax so we can all have a break, right? I think that's a wise idea. Good job. Be the leader in the healing, the self-healing after the sacrifice. So that's good news. Like that. Of course, not the center of the universe. That's okay. Being on the periphery. Your relationship is on the back burner right now, if you have one. And Publishing Goblin, speaking about not being the magician in this moment. You're actually just going to go along with what's going on, and not be using your tools, and not moving on. So there you go. Moving on is blocked also. Be aware that it's not about moving on. It's about sacrifice in this moment. You're sacrificing your personal self and time. That's okay. It's good. It's working out. You are embracing your power as your solution, because you are powerful even as you sacrifice. So you are leading yourself in a wonderful way. You're leading the pack. This sacrifice doesn't make you a weaker person. This makes you stronger. The Eight of Bits, you will want to confront some part of yourself that is fighting you all the way. Some little part of you is saying, I don't want to do all this. This is bullshit. Blah. And the answer is, we're doing it. We're doing what we got to do because I'm a grown up and this is what we're going to do. All right? Discipline. We talked about that. You need to discipline yourself to get through this, and it'll be all right. And of course, the battle is now, maybe the battle is on the inside. The battle is with you on the inside. You need to step up, step out, and be stronger than that, right? Be the stronger one. And this card here is talking about refusing to see, all right? There's part of you that is refusing to see the bigger picture and in what way you might be helping or hindering the situation within your life, which tells me that all of this wonderful sacrifice and stuff, you're going to do it anyway, right? You're going to do it. You're going to get through it. Everything's going to be fine. But maybe at the end of the year, when you're in that self-healing mode, right? We talked about self-healing being required after all this sacrifice. You'll want to sort of look at the picture and go, what might I have done differently? What might I have done more or less of? Or maybe I should have stepped out more so that these other people can step up and learn their own lessons. We may be stopping other people from learning their lessons by being around so much. You know what I'm saying? So we have to work it out. That will take its time. That will take its moment. It won't be, it'll be a residue that comes through at the end of the week. It won't be something that you come to at the beginning of the week while you're in the middle of sacrifice. It'll be something you look back on and go, I might have done something different right there. And I might need to do something different right there. So it's good. You're in a learning curve right now, and that's okay. We like the learning curve. We like that you're getting it all and that you're helping in this process. So be of service, do your sacrifice, do all that good stuff you need to do. But when it comes time to discipline yourself at the end of the month, don't be afraid to look at what's happening and push yourself forward. All right. So good for you, Sagittarius. We love this for you. once again, I can't do this without you. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And by all means, here we are. And this is what we're doing. All right. And comment below if this is too much for you. I need to hear it. Okay. Or we might come back and do this in costume again. I don't know. Let me know. Thank you so much. Your opinion matters to me, just as you do. Thank you.